I did like a lot of cable management because I'm doing this thing where I go to pick up the baby kittens on Monday, and in my head I've imagined every worst case scenario that could possibly happen ever. Which means that in my head the kittens bite through the cords and then it's like a cartoon where you see their inside skeleton. So I did cable management where I've put all the wires in something that says it doesn't feel good to chew. But when I was putting it on, I was like, I kind of want to chew this, so I don't know how well it will work. Kittens on Monday! I'm gonna bring them home Monday! They could poop everywhere too. But I did want to chew it, so I don't know how much it will work. So they'll be here Monday. And I'm gonna keep them mostly in here to start with before they get to go around the rest of the place. And I'll probably let them, like, settle in before I do any streams where they're here. A little playpen. I think this is enough of a playpen in this room. And I'm also terrified to be in here while they're in here because I do not want to run them over with the chair. I'm afraid of everything at all times. I am also thinking that they could press the toe buttons because some of the power strips also have buttons on them. So we'll see if that happens or not. I'm so terrified. I'm almost like I don't... I've wanted cats so badly for so long that I'm so excited. But at the same time, I'm so terrified to accidentally hurt them somehow or do something that I'm like make a mistake to where they're injured, to where I'm like, maybe I should never have pets because I'm so neurotic and anxious about something going wrong that the anticipation of something going wrong is enough to make me hesitant. When Lucky was a kitten, he pissed on the active extension cord. Oh my goodness. I am gonna get cat or pet insurance and everything too. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I know a ship is safest in the port, but that's not where ships are supposed to be. And a kitten is safest wherever. But they're gonna be so spoiled. I've been talking to the lady that I'm getting them from, and she's so nice. Head, thanks for the 54 months. There's pictures in on Twitter, champ, or in the Discord too. But I've been like texting back and forth with the lady, and she's so nice. I know I hate Twitter too, champ. But I was like texting her today, and I screen recorded my Amazon purchases. So, and I was like, look at all this stuff that I bought for when I get them. And like, just we're going back and forth. Like, I feel like she's like probably someone's really nice. Like, I think she's probably like grandma age. But I feel like a grandma with her because I'm like texting her and I'm like, oh, it must be so nice to have 6 little sets of pitter patters on the floor. In Discord? Oh, maybe I posted them in a weird room. We can put them in announcements at some point. But yeah, there's Twitter too. But we'll see how it goes. They are both little boys. They're one of them is Brian, Magic Brian, and the other one is Gilgamesh. And yes, I do anticipate them to destroy all of my things too, so I'm gonna put some stuff away. But, it's cute because the ladies... Those are not their original names. Those are the names that I've chosen. Which is... It's cute because the naming system that the lady has for their parents are... Like, all of her cats are named with B names. So the parents of Brian and Gilgamesh are Bobby is the dad and Bonnie is the mom. And I was texting her and I was like, because she asked me the names when I saw them the other day. And I was like, oh, it's one of them I know is Gilgamesh. They are siblings. Yeah, they're from the same litter. And I was like, and I thought of the name for the second one, so it will be Brian, and he'll be following the family naming system. I'm like such a fucking wiener. I'm like texting with this lady, like we text back and forth and everything. They'll be 8 weeks old when they get here. And I looked at like adopting some older ones and stuff too, but all of the like RSPCA and things like that, they're really adamant about the requirements that they have for the pets. So like a lot of them, they need to be outside and everything like that. And I also was like, I think I would like to establish from when they're small, sort of like their behavior and stuff. I don't know. And this is my first experience having like my own pet as an adult. So I want to do it from like this age, you know what I mean? Naming the kitten after a one-time enemy in a D&D podcast. I just was like, I didn't say his name was Magic Brian. I said his name is Brian. I went RSPCA, they won't let me have any cats because I have a 9-year-old daughter. Yeah, they're very strict. British people hate the environment, so there's a weird pressure I've noticed from Brits wanting to keep the cats outdoors. I think a lot of places are quite safe because there's one thing that I noticed here that's different from America, where it's like, when I drive or take an Uber to go to someone's house here, it's like we drive through a neighborhood to get to another neighborhood, and then you drive through that neighborhood to get to the next neighborhood. Instead of in America, or at least especially in Florida, it feels like you drive through like commercial areas and then you drive into the neighborhood you're going to, and not so much that you're going through multiple neighborhoods, if that makes sense. It's just like the neighborhoods here are really, really large. They've also, well, they've got foxes here too that are not safe. Yeah. They don't really have predators here other than other cats and cars. I think because of the cars stuff too, like when I was talking about the lady that has the kittens that I'm getting, I told her, I was like, yeah, I looked at the RSPCA and such, but I live in a 2-bedroom flat. There's a lot of room, and I don't want them to be outdoor cats, especially since like I live close enough to the city center where I don't think it's safe for them to like be able to go outside, and I don't want that heartbreak. And I was like talking to her about that, and she's like, yeah, like that is the worst thing ever. So yeah, I would be so anxious too if like they don't come home at night or they don't come in or something, you know? Like it's too much for me. I've already got anxiety that I'm gonna fucking leave a paper towel on the counter that has something that they're allergic to or something, you know? I just am anxious anyways, so I don't need the added anxiety. And I think with a 2-bedroom flat, like it's not a house or anything with its own garden, but I think that's enough room, you know? And I think, yeah, I think they can totally be fine inside.